starseeds, and lightworkers. Something in you already knew this message was coming. Not because you searched for it, but because a part of you has been quietly watching your daughter, noticing things you couldn't fully explain, feeling a pull to protect something you can sense but haven't yet named. I am Tyron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius. And what I want you to hear first, before anything else, is this. What you have been feeling about her is not anxiety. It is awareness, and there is a profound difference between the two. By the end of this transmission, you will understand what has been moving through your daughter's energy field, why she has been carrying a heaviness she cannot explain, and what you can activate right now to steady and shield her path forward. Your daughter did not come through you by accident. She came through you as a continuation, a second current flowing from the same Sirian source. When a starseed brings another starseed into the world, the mission does not simply repeat. It deepens, it widens, and certain forces that prefer stillness and silence take notice of that expansion because it represents something they cannot easily interrupt, a lineage that is waking up across generations. The turbulence she has been feeling, the sensitivity, the moments where the world seems too loud or too heavy or simply too much. That is not weakness. That is the signal of a soul with a strong frequency navigating a world that has not yet caught up to what she carries. You were meant to find this message. Not the algorithm, not chance. Something in your Sirian codes recognized this signal and followed it here, because she needs you to understand what you are both moving through. Stay with me. What comes next is exactly what you have been searching for, and I am grateful you are here with me now. That frequency your daughter carries. It didn't begin when she was born. Oh no, it is far more ancient and infinitely more profound than the mere ticking of a clock or the measurement of a human lifespan. This intricate tapestry of energetic vibrations, this unique soul signature, this preordained melody of her very being, was already moving through the lines of your family, humming through the ancestral waters, resonating within the very DNA of your lineage long before she ever took her first breath on this earthly plane. It was a cosmic current, patiently waiting for the precise alignment, for the right moment in the unfolding of time, for the perfect vessel, for a soul brave enough, radiant enough, and destined to carry this specific, powerful frequency into this particular window of human evolution. She didn't arrive randomly. She came through you because you, yourself, had already begun to open. Something deep within your own being had already stirred, already cracked the hardened surface of what this world, in its limited perception, believes is possible. You, in your own unique journey of awakening, had initiated the subtle yet powerful tremor that invited her in. And she did not come merely to walk the same path you have trod, but to go further, to transcend, to expand, to illuminate new pathways for consciousness. There is a profound understanding that the Sirian teachings have always held about second-generation starseeds, on a wisdom etched into the very fabric of cosmic memory. The signal amplifies. It's not a mere echo, but a vibrant, resonant crescendo. When a child is born through a parent who has already embarked upon the arduous, yet ultimately liberating journey of awakening, the soul's unique codes do not begin from a blank slate, nor do they merely repeat the previous generation's initiations. Instead, they build upon what was already cleared, already activated, already consciously remembered. Imagine your own path of spiritual clearing. Every shadow you faced, every karmic thread you untangled, every layer of illusion you shed, created a cleaner, more expansive foundation for your daughter. She didn't just inherit the echoes of your wounds, the unresolved patterns, or the energetic burdens of your lineage. No, dear one, she inherited your light, the pure, unadulterated essence of your awakened spirit. And light of that extraordinary magnitude, having traveled through the vastness of cosmic oceans, drawing its vibrant essence from lineages that stretch back through the ancient star-filled waters of galactic history and beyond time itself. Such a powerful emanation does not go unnoticed. It ripples across dimensions, attracting attention, drawing forth experiences, and setting into motion a destiny aligned with its immense power and purpose. That profound, sometimes bewildering sensitivity you've observed in her, the way she picks up on nuances, energies, and truths that she shouldn't, by conventional standards, be able to perceive, the way she reacts to the unspoken atmosphere of rooms, almost tasting the emotional residue before she's even fully walked into them, the way she sometimes recedes into a profound quietude, a stillness that feels less like childish shyness and more like an intensely focused listening to something you simply cannot hear. Understand this deeply. That isn't overreaction. That isn't anxiety or a flaw in her character. That, beloved parent, is a highly calibrated instrument, a finely tuned energetic antenna, doing exactly what it was divinely designed to do. She is reading frequencies. She has always been reading them, from the moment her soul chose its earthly embodiment. The paramount question now is not about the nature of her gift, but whether she has been taught, shown, and assured, both overtly and implicitly, that this extraordinary gift is not only real, but safe to carry in a world that often attempts to dim such brilliance. Has she been given the sacred permission to fully inhabit her unique perceptive power, without fear of judgment, misunderstanding, or the painful conditioning to suppress her true self? Some healing doesn't come through words. It comes through water. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the Sirian water codes. This powerful guide carries sacred techniques channeled from the waters of Sirius, clearing baths, breathing practices, sound activations, and protection rituals designed specifically for starseeds who have always felt called by the ocean. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. When a second-generation starseed, with their amplified signal and finely tuned receptors, he enters this particular timeline, the interference that surrounds them often arrives not as something dramatically obvious, like a physical obstacle or an explicit conflict. Instead, it manifests subtly, insidiously, as pervasive noise, as an overwhelming sensory and energetic bombardment. It's the slow, grinding sensation that the world is simply too loud, too heavy, too fast, too much for their highly sensitive system to process without feeling inundated. Your daughter may have come home from school some days and literally collapsed onto her bed or the sofa, not from physical tiredness, but from the sheer, immense weight of everything she absorbed and processed while she was away. She may have friends whom she genuinely loves and cherishes, but after spending time with them, so she needs significant periods of solitary recovery to recenter her own energy field. She may have walked past a bustling crowd in a shopping mall or a busy street and felt an unnamed, dense energy settle into her body, sinking like sediment at the bottom of a river, leaving her feeling heavy, drained, or inexplicably sad. This, let us be clear, is not weakness of character or a personal failing. This is precisely what it means to be exquisitely porous to the world's myriad energies when no one has yet taught you the fundamental spiritual hygiene and energetic sovereignty required to flow through life without absorbing everything you touch. It is the raw, untamed power of an open channel in an unfiltered environment. The interference that surrounds these sensitive children, these emergent starseeds, here is rarely something they can concretely see, point to, or articulate with ease. It is not a monster under the bed, but an atmospheric pressure. It is the insidious energy of environments built on constant distraction, on the incessant din of background noise, the relentless pace of modern life, the hurried tempo of tasks and expectations, and the constant, subtle, yet incredibly potent pressure to be smaller, quieter, less strange, more manageable, more compliant with a mainstream reality that cannot fathom their inner world. Every system, every classroom, every social dynamic that asks her, implicitly or explicitly, to dim her light, to lower her vibration, to suppress her natural expansive essence, is a form of energetic interference. Every single moment she has been made to feel that her profound sensitivity is a problem to be solved, or a defect to be corrected, or a burden to be overcome, rather than a magnificent power to be understood, cherished, and mastered. Those moments leave marks, not permanent scars that cannot be healed, but energetic imprints, subtle yet significant distortions in her field. And those marks, left unaddressed, unacknowledged, and unhealed, can tragically become the very walls she unconsciously builds between herself and her own magnificent inner knowing, creating a prison of self-doubt where her gifts were meant to soar. You felt this too, didn't you? You, the pioneering soul, carry the deep ancestral memory of what it is to walk through a world that simply did not have the language, the framework, or the spiritual literacy for what you inherently were. You know, perhaps more intimately than anyone, what it costs to carry something so vast, so profound, so alien to mainstream perception inside you, and to have nowhere safe, nowhere validating, nowhere truly understanding to set it down. You remember the ache of isolation, the burden of being misunderstood, the silent internal battle to reconcile your inner truth with an outer reality that denied it. The crucial difference, however, is that you are here now, awake enough, aware enough, and courageous enough to recognize what she is moving through. You have a frame of reference, a lived experience that echoes her own. And that recognition, that knowing gaze, that mirror of conscious understanding, is itself a profound form of energetic protection. A child who is seen, truly, deeply, reverently seen, holds her frequency differently. She doesn't just possess it, she stands firmly in it, embodying its full power, and rather than hiding from it in shame or confusion. She learns to trust its subtle guidance rather than apologizing for its unique expression. This recognition is not just comforting, it is foundational to her energetic sovereignty. What you can offer her right now is not a shield in the limiting sense of a wall, because walls, by their very nature, block everything, including the very divine guidance, intuitive insights, and supportive energies that she is meant to receive. A wall separates and isolates. What you can offer her, instead, is an anchor. Imagine it as a deep, unwavering connection to her true self, a profound grounding point that reminds her of her inherent stability amidst the turbulent waves of the world. This anchor teaches her, fundamentally, that her exquisite frequency is not a burden to be hidden or endured. It is a sacred gift she has not yet fully unwrapped, a treasure chest of unique abilities waiting to be discovered. It teaches her that the myriad feelings that rush into her, the overwhelming emotions she picks up from others, are not hers to keep, to internalize, or to be defined by. It empowers her to understand, on a cellular level, that she is allowed to feel deeply, profoundly with every fiber of her being, and yet still release what doesn't belong to her. This is the profound wisdom of energetic discernment. She can experience empathy without absorption. Just as the mighty ocean moves with relentless power through the shore, washing over it, transforming it, yet never truly staying there, never becoming the shore itself. She, beloved one, is the shore, vast, boundless, eternally receiving, and yet ultimately unbroken, unscarred, and profoundly untainted by the ceaseless waves that crash upon her. She is strong, resilient, and always renewing. Begin with water. The ancient Sirian teachings have, for eons, understood that water is not merely an element, a chemical compound, or a physical necessity. It is a living consciousness, a carrier of ancient memories, a powerful conduit for frequency, and a pristine mirror for the soul. Teach her, not as a rigid rule, but as a sacred invitation, to wash her hands with intention after difficult days, after school, after social interactions, after navigating dense energies. This is not merely a ritual she performs because she is told to, but a practice she comes to understand intrinsically, feeling its profound efficacy. The water, in its wisdom, unconsciously takes what was left behind on her energetic field and gracefully carries it away, transforming it. This, you must convey to her, is not superstition or a quaint belief. It is energetic physics, dressed in the eloquent poetry of ancient wisdom. Teach her that she can stand in the shower and, with conscious intent, allow what isn't hers, the worries of others, the collective anxieties, the discordant vibrations of the day, to simply run off her body, cascading away like pure rain off ancient, unyielding stone. Teach her that her body is not a mere container for everything she encounters, accumulating all the world's energetic debris. Rather, it is a magnificent, living current, a vibrant river of energy, and all currents, by their very nature, flow and cleanse. She is a conduit, not a storage unit. Talk to her about her dreams. Second-generation starseeds, with their heightened sensitivities and open channels, often receive powerful transmissions and profound communications while they sleep. These are rarely in ways that are frightening or nightmarish, but rather in experiences that feel more vivid, more real, more deeply resonant than waking life itself. She may wake up with inexplicable feelings, an overwhelming sense of joy or longing she can't source, or with crystalline images that don't belong to any memory she has formed in her conscious life. She might speak of visiting places unseen, conversing with beings unknown, or experiencing wisdom beyond her years. This, dear parent, is not something to be corrected, dismissed, or quieted into silence. This is her inner channel opening, expanding its bandwidth, and receiving information directly from the higher realms. Create a sacred, expansive space for those conversations, a sanctuary of non-judgment, without rushing to explain, interpret, or rationalize away her experiences. Sometimes, the most powerful and transformative thing a parent of a starseed child can do is simply to say, with genuine curiosity and an open heart, "Tell me more." And then, truly listen. Really listen. Not for what you expect to hear, not for the conventional narratives, but for the subtle, profound truth she's been waiting for sacred permission to articulate, to bring forth from the ethereal realms into tangible words. Her dreams are portals. The intricate patterns within her, the unique energetic signatures she carries, are not random occurrences or genetic accidents. Oh no. The geometry of her soul, the exquisitely specific way her frequency is structured, her energetic architecture, was designed with deliberate divine intention. She came into this incarnation with cosmic coordinates already encoded within her very being, a spiritual GPS system guiding her toward her highest purpose. And those coordinates, when honored, trusted, and consciously embraced rather than overridden by external pressures or well-meaning but misaligned advice, will guide her naturally, effortlessly, and unerringly toward exactly what she is here to do, to create and to become. Your sacred role is not to map her path, to dictate her journey, or to define her destiny according to your own understanding. Instead, your profound purpose is to create the optimal conditions, an environment of unconditional love and acceptance, in which her own innate inner knowing can be trusted, heard, and followed with unwavering confidence. It is a space in which she learns early what perhaps took you so much longer to understand and reclaim, that the quiet, persistent voice inside her, the gentle whisper of intuition, is not mere imagination, fantasy, or wishful thinking. It is intelligence, ancient intelligence, a wisdom that was encoded in the cosmic fabric of her soul long before the first temples rose from the shifting sands along the Nile, long before human history began to be recorded. There will inevitably be moments in her life, pivotal crossroads and challenging passages, when the world, in its often unconscious drive for conformity, asks her to choose between belonging and simply being her authentic, radiant self. And these will undoubtedly be some of the most difficult moments she faces, soul-testing crucibles where her courage will be forged, because the deep, primal longing to belong, to be accepted, to find her tribe, is intensely real, profoundly human, and absolutely allowed. It is a natural yearning. However, the deepest, most resonant sense of belonging she will ever truly feel is the one that comes from within, the profound homecoming that occurs when she stops editing herself, stops trying to contort her vast, shimmering essence to fit into spaces, systems, or relationships that were never built to contain or appreciate what she carries. That day, when she claims her sovereign space, it will come more easily for her than it did for you, precisely because you are already engaged in the sacred work of clearing the energetic waters she will one day swim in. Every piece of awakening you undertake for yourself, every shadow you illuminate, every truth you embody, every step you take towards your own authentic self-expression, you are doing for her, for the entire lineage, and for the collective. The river of consciousness doesn't only flow forward, carrying future generations. In its powerful current, it also shapes and purifies the banks on either side, influencing both past and present. This, dear heart, is the profound and beautiful truth of what is truly happening in your family's lineage, in this sacred ancestral stream. Something ancient, something deeply significant, is completing itself through the divine interplay between both of you. You are not merely a parent raising a sensitive child in the conventional sense. You are a powerful carrier of light and wisdom, meeting another carrier, another soul beacon, and between you, in the sacred space of your shared existence, something deeply profound is being remembered, something that has been patiently waiting a very long time to surface, to be acknowledged, and to fully manifest. The expansive mission you felt stirring within you, the one that sometimes felt too large, too undefined, too strange, too audacious to even speak out loud for fear of ridicule or misunderstanding. She carries the next magnificent chapter of it, not as your mere continuation, not as a replica of your path, but as her own sovereign expression, her unique unfolding. Yet, make no mistake, the golden thread of divine purpose, of shared lineage, and of profound soul connection irrevocably connects you both, weaving your destinies into a greater tapestry. You don't need to possess all the answers to have a complete intellectual understanding of every multidimensional facet of what she carries, or to fully comprehend the intricate cosmic blueprint of her soul to protect her frequency. Your love, your presence, and your conscious intention are far more potent than any intellectual prowess. What she needs most, more than anything else, is a parent who looks at her wondrous strangeness, her otherworldly uniqueness, with profound reverence instead of anxious worry. She needs a guide who responds to her exquisite sensitivity, not with correction, attempts to fix, or dismissive explanations, but with boundless curiosity and an open heart, ready to explore alongside her. She needs a mentor who tells her, not just with reassuring words, but with an unwavering presence, and most powerfully, with the authentic way you live your own evolving awakening. That being different is not a mistake, it is not a flaw, it is not something to be overcome. On the contrary, it is her precise mission, her divine design, and her greatest power. Tonight, if it feels aligned and resonates deep within your heart, take a few quiet moments to sit with her. Or, if she is already asleep, simply sit near where she rests. Close your eyes, place a hand over your heart, and simply hold the pure, clear intention in your heart that her energetic field is clear, that she is perfectly safe and protected, and that absolutely everything she carries, every unique gift, every profound sensitivity, every piece of her radiant soul is exactly what it was meant to be. You don't need elaborate words or complex incantations for this transmission of love and intention. The waters of consciousness, the subtle energetic currents, carry intention without the need for human language. This is precisely how the ancient Sirian codes and all profound cosmic wisdom have always traveled, not through grand declarations or loud pronouncements, but through the quiet, knowing current of a heart that remembers, that recognizes, and that loves unconditionally. Leave one word in the comments, just one, that describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with encouragement. This space is where starseeds recognize each other. Parent starseeds, awakening starseeds, and second-generation starseeds who found this message because something in them already knew it was here. That recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who is raising a child they know is different. A child who feels everything, who sees things others miss, who has always seemed to be listening to something just beyond the room. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. And so, through you, is she.